Hey everyone, it's Gabrielle Celeste. Welcome to another episode of the Spiritual Sisters podcast. So excited to be with you today. It feels like it's been a minute since we've recorded together. Hey Brie.
Hi guys, it's Brianna. I'm back again. Oh wow, this is going to be my last one in the Pacific Northwest.
That you're recording, but this
that I'm recording
when you've like fully moved back.
Yeah, that's weird.
What has that process been like for you? Just because like you're the one that's manning the ship in terms of the moving. You look a little tired, not to be rude.
Oh, no, take it. I look like a shit show right now. Have you seen it? I got bags under my eyes. It's just been me and my kid up here until we fly down Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler drove down already and he took our dogs with us. So he's just been living the best life. Our dogs are living the best life down there. It's so funny.
They're the favorite grandchildren at the time until, everyone else shows up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's going to be some stiff competition. No, I'm just kidding. There's no competition whatsoever. The grandkids are definitely the favorites. But
absolutely.
The fur grandkids are getting all of the benefits right now.
Oh, totally. I think that they're adjusting well. I think it's going to be an easeful adjustment for everyone involved. But what people don't know is that you and I are tentatively scheduled to do the drive down in like a day. Have we talked about that? We might have.
We have in the past. Are you excited for that?
I'm like training my bladder to do.
Yeah, your bladder is awful.
It's awful.
I forgot to tell you. I got you a shiwi so you can use it.
What's a shiwi?
What?
I don't
know.
You don't know
what a shiwi is? It essentially turns you into a guy to where it's a funnel that you can shove it up to your cooter and then you can pee anywhere.
Oh, no, that's not going up my vagina.
It's not up your vagina. It's like a cup. And you place it. And it has a funnel that goes down. Look up shiwi. Just look it up.
I don't have any words to that.
It's me. Does it surprise you at all?
That could be interpreted as a sex toy name.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, it's funny.
So what I'm excited about though is I had previously had an engagement at the end of July, beginning of August, and that was canceled. So now I can be home for apparently all of the concerts that are popping off at the Ventura County Fairgrounds.
Guys, if you remember our story, 2.0 is coming.
Oh, okay. So if you listen to the June astrology, it's so dumb. Okay, so we left off. It's like someone pushed a guy, and then our friend confirmed it was me. I pushed the guy in the elevator because I was super high and I thought he was going to hurt us. But anyways, that was Miami 1.0. Us getting together for the Diplo concert, Miami 2.0. Who else is playing at this fair?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But that's hilarious that he's coming.
I'm just like, God. He seems like a douche, though.
Guess we'll find out.
But yeah, it's like
so we have to be back by then. Well,
we will be back by then. You will be back by then, and I'll be back up by then. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe I'll be moving back there, guys. I did not expect Brianna to come down, but I do want to have a good San Diego summer.
You should.
I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna truly enjoy my summer in San Diego. Yeah.
Good. As you should.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best time to be here. So, yeah.
How's your check-in? Let's get yours.
I just got back from Boston. Shout out to my girl, Lydia.
Yeah, I saw those pictures. I can't believe.
Oh, okay. So I'm going out there because I'm wanting to spend time with her because she lives in the heart of Boston, which is so fun. And it's my favorite East Coast city. So Boston is to me what San Diego is to me in the West Coast. So we went to go see Shakira because she works for the Sox, so she has the plug. She has the plug for all that stuff. I have the plug for like all the psychics. And so she texts us a couple hours before, and it turns out the stage in the stadium at Fenway collapsed. So no Shakira for us.
That's so crappy, but I mean, it wasn't meant to happen.
It was all good because we still had a really good time. And the next day we went to Salem. And I swear, anytime I go to Salem, I got my first mini reading there. This last time I was there in September was right before I did a major move. And I did so much inner shadow work for the last 10 months. And then I went back, at the end of May, beginning of June. And I was like, this feels like it's a full circle thing. And what was really cool, because truly I've been nothing but doing heavy work, and that, this has been a really challenging transition for me. But like coming out on the other side, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking enjoy my summer in San Diego as a result of everything I just went through that I really haven't explicitly spoken to, but you know, I don't need to because I'm still kind of processing it and coming out of that. But anyways, all this to say, it was like a full circle energy. We went to a store called Ravenstone, and I thought that was so cool because ravens are my guides. But also, what was really fun is that I got upgraded to first class there and back.
You did. You got bougie. I love it. Oh, the
Oh,
first class experiences are the best.
and it's like a whole nother level if you're doing it internationally. Domestically is dope because it's like, you know, you can drink all you want, you eat all you want. But domestically, like the beds that the seats turn into, like once you do it, you don't go back. And
you mean internationally?
Sorry, yeah, internationally.
I would love to do an international one.
I don't think I could go back. I've saved all my points for when Angel Kelly gets married next year so that I can go to her wedding.
I'm so bummed that I sent you that bookstore and you guys were gone.
Oh, so Brianna's into smut books, and apparently, literally, as I'm landing, I'm reading like this reel and getting this reel on Instagram from like, oh, Gabby, you messed up. I was like, well, I was literally just there, literally hours ago. Had you sent it earlier, I would have gone and visited.
Damn. We'll just have to tell your friend, and then I'll have to fly out so I can go see it.
Yeah, no, seriously. Got to come down and visit Brianna while I'm here. So, anyways, okay. Well, what are we talking about today?
I don't know. Enlighten me, sister.
I will enlighten you. Enlighten you? What is it? Where do we get that? Bridesmaid?
No, maybe actually.
Yes,
is it Bridesmaids?
Yeah, the plane scene. And then the other one. Okay, Lydia was asking.
You do.
Okay, I didn't have the answer to this. What's the song that goes true?
I tried figuring it out. Couldn't figure it out.
Okay,
no idea. I need a little bit more of a beat instead of just that.
Well, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's a familiar song.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a familiar song.
Yeah. Okay. So full transparency, I was just like, Brianna, what are we going to talk about? This was a while ago. And then I was like, we've produced so much content in terms of the podcast. Like, we're 2.5 years into this. I feel like we're at a point where we can do reruns / highlights of episodes we've already produced and topics that we've capitalized on. And I was like, what if we did like an overview episode of all of the specific systems that we talk about and work with on the podcast so that like people can go back and listen to those specific episodes on said topic. But this episode be kind of like that overarching overview of the systems and how to work with them. So full transparency, if you're a seasoned vet, if you're a, practicing psychic, you're very familiar with these systems, not sure how much insight you will get into or from this episode. I mean, I'm sure you will because I like to provide a lot of value. But if you're kind of confused as to where to start in terms of getting familiar with said systems, this is the episode for you. How does that sound, Brie?
Works for me. Going in blind, but I kind of know what we're talking about.
You do, because you've started editing. You were editing at the point in which we started talking about, like, I don't know, when did you pick up? Like episode 50, 70s? Like, you did all the YouTube videos.
Yeah, I think, no, maybe probably around 30s is when I think I started.
You picked up on it?
Yeah, I think so.
You guys, this labor of love that is our podcast, this familial effort, like we've come a long way. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. I mean, I don't think I think about it enough.
I don't think I do either. It's kind of just like I just do it now.
Yeah.
Because before, I will say, I had to catch up on all of the videos and edit them.
She hated me.
Gosh. I loathed you at that point.
But when it comes to who's easier to work with from a leadership standpoint, I'm the easy boss.
Yeah, you guys are definitely different in both ways. And I don't mind working for either of you guys. I love both of you. Definitely, there's clashing between the two of you in general. But that's, it's sisters. All three of us are going to bicker. There's nothing we can get around that.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay. Well, see, also, I just need to today, time of recording, so it is Friday, June 6th. It's just a good fucking day. Like, everyone around me seems to be having a really solid day.
Nicole had great news.
Jupiter's going into Cancer. Venus went into Taurus today. I'm like, fuck yes. June astrology. Let's go. You know what? Usually, let's go. Let's go back because I'm going to talk about this when we do the birthday episode, which I think I'm recording with Nicole next week.
I'm excited. I came up with this topic, guys.
She sure did.
I did.
So no, that'll be a separate episode, Brie. We're going to do a birthday episode.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll save that one for July.
Okay.
Okay. No, the reason I'm saying that is that like usually like the last 2 years, ever since I became spiritual, or I've been on this path for 7 years, right leading up to my birthday, like as soon as June hit, I was sad girl 805. Now sad girl 619. But I think because I've done so much work in the last year, I'm actually not that sad approaching my birthday.
That sounds weird. Sad girl 619. No.
I'm an 805 girly for life.
Always.
I mean, even if I moved back, like I don't know if I'd move back to Ventura County, but I'd still be like an LA bitch on the outskirts.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm okay with it.
Well, because it's like literally a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's no different than what I do now.
Yeah, exactly. I say this and it's like, watch, Gabby. God has different plans for you. You're staying in San Diego. Who knows?
Right?
Who knows? Some people know, they just can't tell me, and that's fine too. Okay. Well, ready? Guess which one I'm starting with first.
Which one you're starting with first?
Uh-huh.
Well, which, list them first and then let me guess.
No, I can't list them all.
I don't know.
What do I do for a living?
You're astrologist.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There's just so many to list. Anyways, okay, so astrology. How is it beneficial to you? What is the purpose? What can you use it for? Etc. etc. I mean, it's the OG, right? This is my expertise, so of course I'm going to hit it first. But something I don't think people recognize or come to realize about astrology is that it's entirely its own language. It's
absolutely
a fucking language.
It is. It totally is.
It's a fucking beast. And you know what? I had just the best experience with my first cohort of Uncharted, that I think initially the takeaway was like, oh, like, and granted, like everyone that was there was just so divinely guided to be part of that cohort. But I think something that we could all agree upon once it was completed is how much there's actually that goes into the art that is astrology. Like the symbols, the elements, the rules, there's so much.
There's so much. It's almost like never ending.
And I think you recognize that when you were editing the course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some times where I would message you and be like, hey, elaborate on this for me.
And that's like why I think I get such a high off of doing what I do. So it's like, Gabby doesn't need to do drugs. She just needs to.
No, I need more stories. Sorry.
She in a meditative state. Well, circle back after our Diplo experience at the end of July, friends.
See how that goes.
What kind of fucking high school reunions about to be?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Oh my gosh. You know how I felt about people in high school.
I get it. That's fine. Doesn't bother me.
It does not. Brianna's a sad. She don't care. I care.
Like a fly and just buzzing around everywhere.
I'm a Cancer. Cancers are more nasty than Scorpios, if you will. Brianna's favorite sign is Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Brianna's favorite sign is a Scorpio. Imagine if you had a child that was a Scorpio. Gas.
Honestly, it's probably going to happen, knowing me.
Just God's way of making you laugh. God's funny. Doesn't make.
I mean, humbling my ass.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, you want a big one? Here you go."
Goddess. I feel like God's a woman. I don't think God's no, I'm not a masculine energy. Goddess is a woman.
Whoever they are.
Goddess doesn't make any mistakes. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to go Scorpio, I'd fucking die. Like, I would just laugh. Because, I mean, it is on the cusp and short of just being a Sag, but I don't think you'd want 3 Sages in the house with 1 Leo.
Probably not.
No.
So that would probably happen, though. It would be kind of funny. Tyler says he's like, that's the one sign I need you to stay the hell away from.
That's the Kylie and the Kendall. One's a Leo, one's a Scorpio.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they mesh. They don't mesh well, right?
They didn't when they were younger.
Yeah. That's every sibling, though.
Yeah, that's
Gabby,
true.
I threw a freaking hairbrush at you.
No, you threw a skateboard that dented my nose when we were younger.
And then we ran into each other, and then there was a blackout.
So mad. I was so mad at you. I was like, my perfect nose is now indented from the side because of you.
It doesn't look bad.
She has to say that. Okay, so astrology is entirely its own language. It's also the foundation of the next system that we're going to talk about. It's like 1/4 or 1/3 of a foundation that's used in said system that is human design, which is the second one. But here's the thing that's really cool about astrology is that it's so ancient and it's been around for thousands and thousands of years that it's nearly impossible to know everything about it. And there's different types of it, there's different interpretations of it. And that I think is what makes it so special is that there's an inextricable piece that is your intuition that is utilized upon the practice of astrology. Because, like, yes, you can have the technical rules, you can have the general understanding, but again, it's like a language. It's kind of like everyone can speak Spanish, but the way that they pronounce it and the way that it sounds and like the way their tone of voice is different. Think of that being your intuition when you apply astrology. So I think that's really cool.
That is pretty
And I
cool.
also, yeah, and I also think it's super specific to like it's specific to an individual, like even twins. So like twins that are born 4 minutes apart, that's where you're going to get like the energy of the soul, and like they're nearly going to have like the same chart, but they're still individuals. And I think that's also like a special caveat to include. But your birth chart is literally your roadmap for your incarnation in this lifetime. So the more that you understand it, the more that you work with it, the more that you get an idea of how it's going to be affected in the near future. That's, I think, how you can better navigate challenges that are, and opportunities that are coming your way. And it's just really supportive across the board.
Yeah.
So,
Random thought. This has always happens to me. I swear. The way that I see astrology is like fingerprints because nobody has the same fingerprints.
can we not talk about my middle finger fingerprint? Actually, we're going to.
You brought it up, so now we're going to talk about it. Shouldn't have said anything.
I mean, low key, I kind of want to talk about it because
Do you have
it's
a
been
wiener
bothering
on
me.
it?
It feels like a little wiener, yeah. So dumb. September of 2023, my dumbass, and I don't talk about myself or talk to myself this way, but I like reaction. It like grosses me out, makes me want to gag. I opened up a can, dropped the can, picked up the can as a response, and then it sliced open my middle finger. It's so gross. And I'm forever scarred. And I will not have the same fingerprint.
Gabby can never do gore. She just gets gross.
I gag at blood. Like,
It's
period
so
blood's
bad.
fine, TMI, but like blood, like accents, like, ugh.
No, see, that doesn't bother me.
Mm-mm.
You can throw up in front of me and I'm going to be like, well, gotta
That's
clean it
not
up.
true. That's not true.
What?
Your husband, when we all
That's
lived
different.
in that
You guys sound like The Exorcist is happening. That was awful.
you
No.
had to leave the room too, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
Tyler did.
So the house that Brianna's moving back into is a house that I just moved out of. And there's Jack and Jill bathrooms and bedrooms, right? So like there's a bathroom that's connecting my former bedroom and Brianna's former bedroom. And I don't know, I just got sick. I must have. It wasn't alcohol related. But I literally went to go vomit. And we're not going to repeat those sounds. And your husband literally had to leave because he couldn't handle it.
He couldn't do that anyways. He's not good with that.
Even when
Our
your
son
son
puked in the truck on our way home and he was just ghost. So focused. He's like, I swear if I move or if I breathe, I'm gonna throw up. I felt so bad. And my mother-in-law was with us because we were coming back from Seattle area, and it happened twice, and I felt so bad for my kid. Like, I could just see it in his face, and I don't know if it was car sick or anything. But me and my mother-in-law, we were just cleaning up the mess that happened, and Tyler's face is just like, get me out of here.
the smell.
And the worst part was we were 30 minutes into a 2-hour drive. I felt so bad for him. But yeah, he can't handle it.
Yeah.
It was really funny when that happened between you two. Oh, I was laughing so hard.
What are we talking about with the finger? How do we get on this from fingerprints?
Astrology is like,
It was like your fingerprint.
fingerprints.
That's facts. That's true. Okay, so we've done a lot of astrology episodes, too many to count, but, go check them out and stay tuned for the next one, which is July astrology.
What shit show are we going to have there?
Well, I wanted to record that one today, but I was like, there's too much that's going to happen in June, even though I already have the dates to look for July, that I kind of want to feel into it from a psychic perspective before we record that one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Human design. So we've done episodes 64 and 74 are some to go back and reference to. And human design, so like astrology, I would say that's the more feminine system to lean into because it's really expansive for how you work with your intuition if you decide to study it formally. Can you tell I'm excited because I'm talking so fast?
Yeah, you are talking very fast. I'm going to need you to just simmer the
take it
fuck
back.
down for a second.
She needs to ground, guys. Anyways, this is sometimes, well, when I was in sessions, like when I was a younger reader, if you will, I would get so excited. I'd be like, this, and this, and all this information would be coming out because I was not grounded. But usually, when you are in readings, not always, because some people are very grounded, you are not grounded because you're receiving information and be like, bleh, and that's why people would get recordings after the fact. So, anyways, all this to say, astrology is the feminine side, and human design would probably be the more masculine system. And again, astrology does play a foundational role in human design. It also works off of the I Ching. Oh my God, I'm blanking on the other ones. I don't know. But there's more foundational systems that apply into human design. And I think what's really cool about human design, it's kind of like if astrology is the roadmap that you're given upon birth, human design is the system that's going to help you decondition all of the programming, the projections, and the societal expectations so that you can almost come back to yourself and to live like a more fulfilled, aligned, authentic life and way of existing in the world so as to manifest more easily. So I think where I want to go with that is that understanding your personal human design, because again, that is also based off of your birth information, as is astrology. So it's your time of birth, your place of birth, and your exact date of birth. With human design, you're going to get a body graph image, and it's going to give you an idea of like where core parts are activated even throughout the year based off of what the transits are doing, what the planets are doing in the sky. So you'll get an idea of what body graph parts are activated throughout the year, and you'll get an idea of how the planets are affecting you. But also, like, you can take it a step deeper because what your human design is going to allow you to do and understand is something as simple of like how you're going to operate in relationships, how you're going to operate in business, how you're going to be affected by like even some foods, for example. And human design is, I guess, more of like A plus B equals C kind of approach. So go take a listen to those episodes and get an idea of how human design works on a more intricate, specific level. But one thing we haven't talked about for human design, because we've had Jazz on, we've had Chelsea on to talk about that, is the incarnation crosses. Everyone has a different incarnation cross and a specific incarnation cross, and that's what I want to really focus on when I get into human design a little bit more. And I've been saying that for years at this point, but my business just took a different turn. And your incarnation cross is actually your job description in this lifetime. So it gives you an idea of like the best types of work that you could be suited for, how you're going to attract and also repel people and via your energy. So they call it like the self and the not self. So like if you're vibing high or vibing low. And I think that's a really cool area of human design that's not as well explained, capitalized on, focused on, if you will. Now
Okay.
you're thinking about your human design chart, huh?
Yeah, because your friend gave me that reading, and that was so in depth and so wild.
I don't think that was human design.
It was human design.
Was it Anna?
Yeah.
No, she does a different one. Soul
Which one is
Matrix.
it?
She does Soul Matrix charts.
Oh, well, I take
And
back what I said.
so the only reason I didn't include the Soul Matrix charts is because that's one I don't quite understand. But the fascination in terms of like the specifics, how the systems work. So I was like, that's why Anna can speak to that a little bit more clearly. But like the one with Anna, that episode did so well. She has her own podcast. It's called the Soul Ecosystem Podcast. Highly recommend you guys listen to it. It's super fascinating because of what you can pull off of it. And it does parallel that system, as are all the other systems that we're talking about in this episode. They parallel each other and they have similar messages, but the way in which they're delivered is just different. It's kind of like religion. Like everyone talks about like God, source, universe, but they just label it a little bit differently.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I think me and Nicole have the same incarnation cross, and you obviously have a different one.
Well, clearly.
Yeah, because you're born on a different day, obviously. So I gotta check Nicole's. Okay. Then we have Chinese astrology. I love Chinese astrology. Did you ever get yours done with Chikara?
No, I never did.
Mm.
I'll have to reach out to her.
Yeah, so we talked about Chinese astrology on episode 28, 47, 108. And we like to have Chikara on every year for the Chinese New Year. So the Chinese New Year is when there's the first new moon of the year, if I really recall correctly. And what I really appreciate about Chinese astrology, so I study Western, she studies Eastern, if I'm getting that correct in my mind. Because again, she's excited and talking quickly. But what's cool about Chinese astrology, so the wheel, like I work off of a wheel in my system. She has like a square page, and the houses that she works with are square. And what's inside those houses are actually specific stars. So Chinese astrology incorporates stars, but also it incorporates feng shui and the feng shui that's best for you based off of your Chinese astrology. So I really fuck with it because when I was in the process of moving, I was like, Chikara, please let me know based off of my specific astrology which direction I need to sleep in, which direction I need to work in, where I need to move, what the feng shui of the house is. Does it work for me? Does it not? And if she wasn't approving it, I wasn't going. So
I'm going to have her do that whenever we buy a house.
Totally. It's worth it. It was cool because she looked into the astrology of the house that you're moving into, the one I just moved out of.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool because when mom changed the roof, the feng shui of the house changed.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's so many like different, what are they called? Remedies that you can look into with Chinese astrology.
Now that I think about it, the house that we're in now that we have up here, I changed the layout in our bedroom. And I can definitely feel the difference. And I changed that a while ago.
Where did you have it before?
I'll show you whenever you come up here.
Well, Brianna and I are cuddling, by the way.
Absolutely.
It sounds so inappropriate, but she has nothing in her house. So she's like, we're going to have to share a bed while you're here.
Like a guy getting his apartment for the first time. A couch, a table, and a TV. And a bed.
Dude, I have no sympathy for you. You know why? Because I lived like that for like 2 to 3 months during my whole little transition.
Could not. I have to make a house a home. It doesn't feel right to me.
It was rough.
Couldn't do it.
But I'm also like, I'm highly feminine, but I have like a lot of masculine energy when it comes to like living and getting shit done. Like if you were to come in right now, it's like, Abby, like you live like a college student. Kind of do. It's fine.
You do.
I do. So something that's important to include and speak to about Chinese astrology is that it specifically looks at 1, 10 year and lifetime cycles. So that all changes and you're kind of getting an idea of like what the tone's going to be for those specific time frames. You can do that in our system too, but it's a little bit different for Chinese astrology, and that's really cool because you can also see like what types of jobs you'll have, what your money looks like, and more specifically, what I get so much out of with that system is what my health is going to look like over that time frame, and it always slaps, always hits. So yeah, but you definitely see a lot of parallels with those. Thoughts? What are you? I'm a monkey. I'm a water monkey, actually.
My chicken.
She's
a rooster. Am I a rooster?
I feel like you're a rooster.
I think I'm a rooster. Give me a second.
Look that up?
Yeah, I'm going to look it up. So you can keep talking.
Okay. So the next one, I was like, why haven't we done a specific episode on this? But I was like, Gabby, you should do this because you just came out with a course. So like, why wouldn't you do a topic on this? Are you a rooster?
I'm a rooster.
She's a rooster.
I don't know what it means.
How do you say rooster in Spanish? It's escaping me right now.
I don't know. I'm going to butcher it.
Rooster, someone fact check us. All right.
Gallo.
That's a chicken.
It's gallo.
Oh, gallo?
Gallo.
Oh, gallo? Loho?
Gallo.
That's my white girl accent, by the way. I don't have a white girl accent when I speak Spanish. Neither does Brianna.
No.
Your husband does.
You know. You want to know something really funny? Okay. So when I first met him, there's an area down there. It's where Dick's In and Out and all of that. It's the Esplanade.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler says Esplanade Day.
Oh gosh. So as soon as he moved back, our parents were redoing their pool. And I was like, wow, he got put to work quickly. And Brianna was like, what, you say it. It was way funnier than you said
he
it.
always jokes around and says he's more Mexican and Hispanic than I am, which in terms, if we say spicy foods, sure, I'll give it to him. But we were joking around because he was in the back of the pool. And if I get canceled with this, I don't give a shit. It's funnier than shit between the family. If you don't find it funny, I don't care. I was like, oh my God, he's being my little Mexican and he's cleaning everything in the pool immediately. Like he had gotten there. The next day, he was immediately helping all around the house.
Mm-hmm. And then you were like, if he claims he's Mexican, then he's going to have to work like one.
Mm-hmm.
It's facts. Oh, anyways, it was hilarious. So
he rolled his eyes at me when I said that.
Farmer's hat
funnier
and
than
all.
hell.
Yeah, he had the farmer's hat and everything.
Absolutely. I got that for him. He loves that thing.
I love
if not, he'll just
around.
get burned.
I look like very Mexican walking around. I do. I love it.
Hey, I will give it to them. They protect their skin.
100%.
They say, I'm not getting sunburn.
Okay. So the next one. The tarot. We haven't done a specific episode on the tarot. Why haven't we done that?
Really?
Aside from Kate Van Horn coming on episode 55, which was great. Check that one out. We have not done a specific one, so I was like, Brianna, we got to get into this.
Okay.
That'll be the one for I think we could record soon.
Foreshadowing people.
Foreshadowing, exactly. Maybe we'll drop these back to back. We're not quite sure. But I think that this one is really important to speak to because the tarot is way more open-ended. There's really not specific rules like there are with astrology and the human design. That one is just like, okay, you have the 78 card deck, and it truly is a system that is meant to help you develop your intuition. Shameless plug for Arcana. Go check it out. It's an on-demand tarot course. I put a lot of love into it, and I think it's really well done.
I think so too.
Yeah, Brianna had to edit all of it, and she did. Brianna, you were a G. You knocked that out so fast.
I did. I think I had 20 minutes to spare when you wanted to drop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, can we get this out at noon on this day? And you're just done.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. But what I think is really cool about the tarot, if you will, there's a lot of different decks out there, and they all have pretty much the same system required cards for the major and the minor arcana. Arcana means secrets, and that's where I got the name for my course. But there are a lot of parallels to astrology, numerology, and timing. What are you laughing at?
Mean Girls. Her hair's so big because it's full of secrets.
Oh. You love my snort?
Oh yeah, totally.
But you know what? The tarot is a system that is entirely its own thing, and it truly is within the system and the purpose of it. It's capitalizing on one's journey to self-enlightenment.
I have a tarot deck. I forgot to tell you.
I just got my new one. I haven't opened it though. It's fucking gorgeous. I'm gonna show it right now.
I don't have it. It's the
Lucid Dreams Tarot.
So pretty. You know what's really funny? Mine is black and gold.
Oh, they have a black and gold version of that.
Oh, I wonder if it's the same one.
Did you spend a pretty penny on it?
Nope.
I sure did. Okay,
Amazon.
Sorry. Okay. You know, Dad pulls a card for us every morning and doesn't tell us.
Oh, my heart.
My heart. My little Cancer heart.
That's so sweet.
I know. I was like, oh, that's really sweet. He's curious about this, Brie. He is.
He is. Oh.
God's favorite.
Clearly.
A cowboy, a fisherman, a psychic doesn't have to try. It's ridiculous, but I had to try. I definitely had to try to lock in and tap into this work, but it's cool to see how easily it comes to him. Okay, and then the last one that we did, episode 26, is on Cardology. And Cardology is fun because it's based on the 52 card playing game like you would pick up at a restaurant or what is it, the pool tables? You go to a place to play pool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different.
A billiards place?
Billiards, yeah. It's different in the sense of how it's interpreted, and I've come to realize that it's based off of the reader that's interpreting the cards. But that system's based off of your birthday. And depending on like your full birthday, so like month, date, year, the time and the place are excluded for this system. You get a primary and a secondary card. I know that those aren't the formal terms, but it speaks to your strengths, your weaknesses, your karma, and there's an annual prediction element as well. I think this one has a lifetime too, but definitely like the annual prediction. And it's a really cool system to better understand yourself and how you specifically work with others. So, like, one example, I remember asking Lambeth, I was talking to her about my previous boss that had fucked me over. And I was like, this was his birthday. This is my birthday because we're exactly 6 months apart, but like literally like 30 years. And the way that like she described my card, I'm an 8 of something. And the way that she described his card, she's like, he's basically like a king that sits on a throne, but he's highly insecure. Your card is built to take him down if you were to be put in that position. And what happened? He underestimated me. Anyways, all this to say,
That's wild.
it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy because like much like a synastry chart in astrology, what the Cardology system is going to do is going to tell you about yourself and how you do or don't work well with others.
I think out of all of those, that one's the one that intrigues me the most.
I need to know what you could Google what it is, but like the meaning you're going to get more out of with like a 1-to-1 session.
When you guys had the guest on, she did a quick overview on mine really quickly.
Oh, yeah. She said that you were a hard worker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it. I don't remember what she said I was.
A hard worker. I was like, she's a Virgo. Double. But yeah, I'm a jack of something, 8 of spades, I think. So, dun. She's like, be humble, Gabby. I was like, I am.
I'm thinking. No, I'm trying to think about what mine was. I think it was a Joker? No. Joker is like the one day of the year, right?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a system I'm absolutely not an expert in, but
yeah, that one I think I would try and become an expert in.
Seems that one's fun. Cool. Yeah, and she uses it. Her specifically, there's obviously different sorts of readers that focus on different types of relationship with that system, but she uses it to understand parent-children dynamics, even relationship dynamics. And I was like, oh, that's fun. So I think you can get a lot out of that.
I think I would too.
But that's what we have for the overview of the system. So we hope that you check out the other episodes that we spoke to, but then also hopefully you got something out of this specific episode, because I think it's important to share just like key points about the different systems. And obviously we're going to record one on tarot. So because I just can't believe we haven't done that.
Yeah, for almost 200 episodes.
Wait, are we like at one? We're closer to 130 right now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm off. Don't listen to me. I just edit. Well,
you've definitely edited over 200 at this point across the board for everything.
Clearly.
Also, Brianna uploads and edits my YouTube too, so go check out my YouTube. My YouTube is like my own little diary of just like things I've observed as a reader, because I'm pushing 600 readings soon.
That's insane. Congratulations.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome. And also, shameless plug, don't forget about Nicole's, what is it, fuck around and find out what your problem is. I have to go look at the name.
Oh, her quiz, right?
Yeah.
She's doing a challenge.
Yeah, she's doing a 5-day challenge, and that starts on Monday.
That might 9th. Yeah, this might be coming out after. But we'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah. Maybe she'll do another one, or she'll do a longer challenge. We'll have to find out.
I'll just put everything in the show notes, for even the episode prior to. So, should we do a card pool?
Okay.
Okay. Have you seen this deck? Yeah. I did the course with this deck.
Yes.
All right. Seen that deck. The Light Seer's Tarot. That's not how you say the tarot. It's not even the tarot. It's tarot. Believe it or not.
No.
Oh, F my life.
Did you just drop all of them?
All of them.
That's a sign. Go figure out which one it is.
Ooh. The Four of Swords. That's what do you know what this one's all about? Rest, receive, rejuvenate.
Yeah, I need to rest. I'm exhausted.
So this makes no sense, and I'm actually very proud of myself for doing this, because in the last 3 months, not only did I go full-time in my job, I rebranded, I created and launched my first astrology course, finished it, created my on-demand tarot course. I'm not doing anything for 2 weeks, unless it's already on the book and like readings.
Perfect.
And
thanks.
Who is she?
Thank you.
You're like, finally, I get the break.
Thank you. Just enough time for me to make the drive.
I'm just trying to get to my birthday because the energy resets.
Over or under, how many times are we going to stop for you to use the restroom?
5.
Oh, way over.
No, under.
Way over.
I think we're going to be 5 stops.
You know what? Who's ever listening to this episode, I'm going to put this out right now. If you guess how many stops we make on the 14-hour drive, I will send you money and buy you a coffee.
I was just going to say, are you going to buy someone Starbucks?
Absolutely. If you guess. But if you don't guess, sorry, you're SOL. So
you didn't tell me. Do you think we should record a story on the hour every hour on my personal account just to capture the experience?
Sure. I mean, it's a pretty drive until you get out of Oregon. Actually, no. It's a pretty drive until you get into Sacramento, and then it is nothing. Absolutely nothing, except for a huge-ass cow farm where it smells like cow shit for a good 5 miles.
Brianna's like, you can't pee on the side of the road, Gabby. That's illegal. I was like, watch me. Fucking watch me.
Those are counting as stops.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
It's definitely going to be over 5.
Maybe.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone. So yeah, guys.
Wait, what's your number?
Me?
Number. Yeah. What's your number?
11.
7.
Okay. Okay.
711.
All right, guys. So you'll have to send it in our Spiritual Sisters podcast messages and DMs to let us know your number. And I swear to you, whoever gets it exactly, I will buy you coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.